Hey people, Cade Slink here, how are we doing? So today we're taking a closer look at Echo, a character who really shines when surrounded by the right team. While she's not absolute top tier damage dealer, she's definitely no slouch either. With the ability to mimic attacks and follow up with strong damage, Echo can really fit into a wide range of teams and put in some serious numbers also. Her strength mainly comes from her passive ability, photographic reflexes. This is what sets her apart. Echo's attack is always the same as the ally with the highest attack, and applying Echo to a random enemy for 10 seconds, cooldown 15 seconds. And the echoing, what that does is an ally attacks echoing targets with a skill or ultimate move. What Echo does then, she performs a follow-up attack, dealing 130% of her attack as physical damage to one of the targets and then removing the echoing. For example, in this image here you can see, starting off in a team with Lady Bullseye, it's given her the exact same attack damage. This is allowing Echo to pump out some pretty solid numbers. Now if we look at Ronin's Shadow, this is all about strategy, so it deals physical damage to an adjacent enemy and the skill's mana cost becomes the same as the last skill used by that hero. If this skill's mana cost is greater than 3, the damage increases. So this is great if you're targeting like a weaker enemy and want a quick early damage. Pair this with a low mana cost skill of like 1 or 2. But if you're facing a boss and you're going for like a long game, you can scale up the damage by increasing the mana cost. But keep in mind, the higher damage means higher mana cost. So if it scales to 4 or 5, plan accordingly. Still, the extra damage can really pay off against them tougher enemies. Now we have the Encore performance, which is her ultimate. This is a debuff move and it's super straightforward. So it deals physical damage to the enemy and applies echoing for 10 seconds. This is really powerful. If you want to activate this before your other characters, unleash their ultimates or skills. This way you'll maximise the follow-up damage and make full use of the support capabilities that Echo can bring. And then we look at the dash skill, Perfect Bullseye. This is a handy mobility tool. So what this does is moves the target location and deals physical damage to the nearest enemy. This is great for closing a gap between Echo and the enemy, or to kind of position her closer to the next target after taking one down. Very useful for chaining kills, or kind of like setting up your next move. Now let's talk about some of the stat upgrades here, some of the extra stats you can kind of update for Echo. So we've got Watch and Learn. Each other allied hero on the field grants Echo an enhancement. So like the defender would take less damage for a fight, increases physical damage. Strike increases Echo's crit rate. Control increases her energy generation speed by 15%. This is for like a later stage, but it's a great stat bonus to think of. You've also got a bonus ability of Echoing Revenge. When an enemy with Echoing is defeated, Echo gains 50 ultimate energy, which is pretty nice. Also the Mimic Defense, after triggering a follow-up attack of photographic reflexes, Echo takes 20% less damage for 10 seconds. Again, that's great defense. And also we've got the Devil's Dance, which is a basic attack. It deals 42% of Echo's attack as physical damage. This is at level 4 and will increase per level. But as I said, with some of these upgrades you will unlock them later, so keep grinding to meet these level requirements. Now here I think are some of the top artifacts that complement Echo's playstyle really. You'll want to focus on increasing her attack, crit rate and also energy generation to improve her overall impact. You've got the Unstable Molecules, which boosts her attack stat directly. You've got the Avenger's ID card. This increases all allies' attack for 10 seconds after using her ultimate. You have the Shield Flight Pack, which adds attack speed, which works really well with her for them quick follow-ups. And then your Hand Shuriken, which is one of the best fits for her because it's boosting the crit rate, which Echo really benefits from. But just bear in mind, these are mostly epic and rare artifacts, and what we'll do is we'll cover some of the legendary ones later once they become more widely available. Now let's look at the highlights. This will really depend on what you've unlocked though, but if you happen to get any of these following, they're going to be great choices for Echo. We have Citarax Command, which boosts the attack for 15 seconds after using the ultimate. This is a solid go-to option, especially to start with for early gamers if you've managed not to get any of the others. You also got the War Paint, which is Echo's own card. This boosts energy generation by 24% and gives 30 ultimate energy onto follow-up attacks. This one is kind of practically made for her. You've also got Touched by Kasu, which gives plus 16 attack and bonus energy generation. This is what is kind of made for Moon Knight. And also you've got Hell Out, which is kind of for the doppelganger, but it's also great on her because it increases attack by 16% and doubles if there's only one enemy left. So this is perfect for boss fights. So some final thoughts. Like I mentioned earlier, Echo isn't the best standalone damage dealer, but she really thrives with the right team. With a strong support or healer backing her up, she can become a key part of that team. Especially in longer fights, she can be a bit fragile, so you might want a defender or healer in the mix just to keep her alive. Personally, I enjoy using her and I'm excited to see how she fits into future teams with higher tier fighters that will come along in the time. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and drop a comment below. Let me know your thoughts on Echo. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye for now.